to invite Dr. Chani Rani to share her insights on financial inclusion and digital empowerment. Dr. Chani Rani holds the position of Assistant Professor at the University School of Business, Chandigarh University, located in Mohali, Punjab, India. Dr. Chani Rani, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Cecil, for introducing me. So, very good evening, folks. So, the topic of presentation is financial inclusion and digital transformation. So, as I'm starting with the introduction, our transformational journey. So, India is undergoing a remarkable transformation driven by two key forces: financial inclusion and digital empowerment. In the past decade, these efforts have connected millions to formal banking, digital services, and welfare benefit. So, visionary government policy, innovative technologies, and community engagement have made it possible for even the remotest citizen to access financial and digital services. So, this presentation explored the journey, milestones, and the impact of these initiatives across India. So, next, moving to the introduction of basic two topics. So, what is financial inclusion and what is digital empowerment? So, I'm starting with what is financial inclusion. So, financial inclusion is a process of offering banking and financial solutions and services to every individual in the society without any form of discrimination. So, if we talk in layman terms, so it means every individual, regardless of income, location, can easily open up a bank account, and they can save their money safely, and they can easily access to affordable credit loans, and they can buy insurance, and they can receive ample of government benefits directly into their accounts with this scheme, with this financial inclusion. So financial inclusion is not just about bank account, it is about giving the poor and marginalized a chance into the formal economy. So, as Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said, universal and affordable access to formal banking services is essential for achieving financial inclusion and empowerment. So, it integrates the poor into the economic mainstream. So, major objective of financial inclusion is to establish proper financial institutions to cater the need of the poor people, to improve financial literacy and financial awareness among people, to inculcate the habit of saving, to so that people, just to bridge the gap, just to clear the gaps in mobile banking, right? So they'll be more aware in this case, and to help people securing financial services such as loans, insurance, and other schemes. Next, moving to what is digital empowerment. So, digital empowerment means equipping every citizen with the tools and literacy to assess, use, and benefit from digital technologies. As nowadays, everything is digitization, and we have already adapted a number of people and number of initiatives which government is taking in terms of financial inclusion, and number of schemes which government is launching, so that people could be included, so that every person must be having at least their account, so they'll be having a habit of saving. So it allows people to connect, learn, transact, and assess government services with each, from online education to digital payment. Empowering empowerment through smartphones, internet, and platform has brought rural India into the digital fold. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi envisioned a digital India where citizen innovate and governance is transparent through technology. So in a digitality empowered society, a farmer can download a land record for apply for a subsidy online. So they can apply subsidy through their phone, through online system. A student can actually assess the courses on the internet, and moreover an entrepreneur in a village can sell product online and make cashless payment. So what are the early steps laying the groundwork? If we talk about India's financial inclusion journey begins decades ago but there are some key milestone. So at the time of bank nationalization in 1969, rural branch expansions and RBI's push for no frills. So what we are no frills account in the 2000. So now let's understand what is no frills. So no frills is a commonly known as basic saving bank deposit account with the minimum requirement designed to promote financial inclusion by offering accessible banking services to low income individuals. So this is basically designed for low income individuals so that at least they can open up their account. So despite these efforts, as recently as 2011, nearly half of the India's population lacked a bank account with the Unique Identification Authority of India, to whom we called it UIDAI. So which was introduced in 2009, Aadhaar. So it's a basically a 12-digit unique ID to individual. So biometrics are attached. So it's an identity of a person. So Aadhaar's rollout now covering over 1.3 billion people. So it created a foundational digital identity system that would later become a bedrock for both financial inclusion as well as for the digital governance. So another critical development was the rise of India's IT and telecom infrastructure. So the spread of affordable mobile phones and the decline in data costs. So as we all are using, so especially after 2016, the initiative like Digital India and the market competition was too high. So million of Indians were actually coming online just to get this benefit. So this is one good step. So there are some scheme which has been revolutionized in India. So the first and the foremost scheme, which is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, which was launched in August 2014. So the major aim of this scheme is to eliminate financial exclusion. So now let's understand what is financial exclusion. So financial exclusion is a situation in which people do not come access to the mainstream financial services such as bank account, credit policy, loan, credit card, and other schemes. So that's why financial inclusion is trying. They have actually access to a number of schemes so that people could aware that why banking services are important. They can inculcate the habit of saving. So this scheme basically allowed easily opening of zero balance bank account with RuPay cards, debit cards. So and the accidental insurance cover up to 1 lakh, and the overdraft limit has also been given in this scheme. So on this inauguration of this scheme, a record of 15 million bank account were committed. So it's a very good achievement in terms of this scheme. So over 500 million accounts as per the record of August 2023 were opened. So 55% of the 55% of the account was held by women and 67% in the rural area. So we there is some slogan which is given by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's slogan, Mera Khata Bhagya Vidhata, my account, the creator of my destiny. So which is reflected by empowering goal of this scheme. So the total deposit in Jandan account now exceed rupees 2 lakh crore with an average balance of 4,000 per account. So now every account is having a balance of 4,000, means they have actually average balance of 4,000 per account, which reflect many poor families are not only opening account but are also saving, also using them to save the money. So perhaps about 58%. So perhaps the most striking indicator of the success, the proportionate of zero balance account has fallen drastically from about 58% in the March 2015 to just 8% of the total account by August 2023. So it's a very good achievement for the India. So apart from Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, so there are other schemes also. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, so which is basically for accidental insurance. So in accidental insurance, and the next scheme is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. So this scheme is for life insurance. And the third one scheme is Atal Pension Yojana, ensuring social security for the poor people. So in parallel, government have also launched Mudra Yojana in 2015 to provide collateral free microloans to small business. In this scheme, over 18 lakh crore dispersed. So this scheme has brought insurance, pensions, and credit within the reach of street vendors, farmers, and unbanked, making financial inclusion meaningful and multi-dimensional. Next, moving to Digital India empowering citizens. So with this scheme, Digital India, which is launched in 2015, so it transformed the country into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. So its pillars including digital infrastructure, delivering services, electronic and enhancing digital literacy. So for digital literacy, government have taken some initiative that I'll be discussing in next slide. So the project like BharatNet, laying fiber optic cable to thousands of village, expand mobile coverage to uncovered village, create public Wi-Fi support. So there are some initiative which has been taken by Digital India, and the key pillar of Digital India is the expansion of common service center. So this is one stop digital kiosks in village where a local entrepreneur provides services like banking, insurance, telemedicine, utility payment, and form filling for government schemes. So it could be accessible for with the help of common service centers. So today there are 4 lakh common service centers operating across India just to give us services. So it is bringing digital services to the doorstep of the villagers. So this is a plus point for the villagers. With the help of common service center, they can access to a number of services. So under Digital India, services like applying for a passport, paying taxes, assessing land records have gone online. So often through single window platform like the Umang mobile app, which integrates a hundred of government services. Suppose government want to provide some services. So Umang mobile app is one of the famous app which is actually applicable for the people. So this is digital literacy Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Suraksha Abhiyan. So this was launched in 2017. So the aim of this scheme is to train 60 million rural adults in digital literacy. So through over 4 lakh training centers, citizens are taught to use smartphones, access internet services, and utilize digital tools like cashless payment. And this scheme has actually empowered millions, especially women and the elderly, bridging the digital divide in village. So as of Jan 2023, around 6.69 crore people have been enrolled under this training, under this scheme. So 5.77 crore people have already trained and 4.28 crore successfully certified as a digitally literate. So this scheme is giving a benefit to the common people with regards to digital literacy. So this is a very good initiative from government. So the next is Jam Trinity. So Jandan plus Aadhaar plus mobile. So this is a one platform for all the so this is basically the backbone of India's inclusion architecture. So together they enable efficient direct benefit transfer. So if government want to give a direct benefit, so this is a very good platform ensuring subsidies, welfare reach the intended beneficiaries securely and quickly. So JAM has transformed governance by eliminating middleman, reducing leakage, and enabling digital delivery of public services. So JAM in action, COVID response. So this is a very good example. So during national emergency, JAM played a very critical role in swift aid delivery. In 2020, at the COVID time, over 20 crore women, they directly received relief fund with this Jan Dhan account via direct benefit transfer. And Aadhaar ensure authentication and mobile phones confirm receipt. So this rapid transparent mechanism would have been impossible pre-jam, showcasing the system's real-time impact on grassroots resilience. Next, moving to digital payment revolution UPI. So UPI, it has been launched in 2016. So the full form of UPI is Unified Payment Interface. So nowadays we all are aware, we all are using QR codes like Beam, Google Pay, Phone Pay. So this has made actually our life easier. So with over 12 billion transaction in December 2023 alone. So UPI has made India a global leader in real-time digital payments, offering convenience, speed, and inclusivity. So next, moving to the case study lives transformed. So from Shushila Devi in Jharkhand receiving pension via Aadhaar identification to Ramesh the tea vendor boosting his business with UPI and the Asha running in Common Service Center in UP, India's digital financial inclusion is transforming lives. So these stories reflect empowerment, accessibility, and grassroots resilience enabled by technology. Next, moving to the synergy between digital and financial inclusion. So digital tool like Aadhaar and mobile banking have accelerated financial inclusion while inclusion boost digital uptake, lower transaction costs, real-time access to welfare, and increase digital literacy, foster mutual reinforcement. This virtuous cycle ensures inclusion is scalable, secure, and transformating for every citizen. Next, I would like to, so what are the challenges that remains? So despite progress, so there are some gaps, digital divide in remote areas, low digital literacy among elders, and the overburdened infrastructure. So bridging these requires continuous investment in access, education, trust, building, and stronger cyber safeguards for inclusive growth. So now I would like to conclude the road ahead. So India's journey of digital and financial inclusion shows what is possible with vision, technology, and people-centric governance. So as we look ahead, deepening these gain, bridging gap, and the leveraging tech for empowerment must continue. Together, we move towards an inclusive, resilient, and digitally empowered nation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.